Hello, everybody. How we doing? We're live at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. It's Friday, the 31st of March, 2023. I'm going to kick things off with, well, guess what, everybody? It's not Lidl Weiss beer. It's not Aldi Weiss beer. It's Francis Carner Weiss beer. Big fan of this stuff. We got James Burt, Jonathan Watson, ADC, Ismail, Paul, Jess, Natalie, William, Fat Dad on a bike, Brompton Adventures, William, and a comment there from StreamYard. We're live on StreamYard. How are we all doing? Look, Big Kev's not going to be happy. I got the, I can't even grab it because it's back to front. There we go. The old strings are straight for Big Kev. Let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. Friday night, everybody. Hit that like button down below. Hit the like button. And also, what are you guys drinking tonight? I'm on the old Weiss beer. And another new thing for this week is that the clocks have changed. And we got some daylight. Daylight at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub, eh? Isn't it nice? Isn't it nice? Apart from my scratchy eye and my scratchy nose. Itchy eye and itchy nose, really, isn't it? Hello, everybody. Stephen Claxton, how are you doing, Stephen? I've got round to releasing a couple of those fantastic Tartarus beers. The Saison was fantastic. The Stout was fantastic. 175 Records. Good evening, Simon and everyone. Me and Nan on the Hot Cross Bun Pale Ale. It's good. It's good, the Hot Cross Bun Pale Ale. It's a good beer. Nice to have some beer with flavour, isn't it? Beer, cheese, scratchy, spit by a cannon. We got Beer Geek Holland, Stone the Nose. Cheers, Simon, says Sefa. And Andreas is saying, evening, everyone. Evening, everybody. How are we all doing? Shall we get a mouthful? What's Jonathan Watson saying? Evening, Simon. How are you doing? I picked up a mixed box from Azvex this afternoon. Another great brewery. Sideways on, I'm going to have a sip of beer. Oh, isn't that nice? Friday night. Isn't that lovely, hey? Friday night, everybody. Saturday morning if you're in Australia. Friday lunchtime if you're in America. Europe, UK, Norway, Netherlands, Scandinavia. It's Friday night. Cheers. Paul Turvey. I don't have the glass, mate. I don't have the glass, mate. New Magic Rock. Oh, chocolate orange on the perfect draft. Oh, really? There he is. Big Kev, did you see? I just give you a shout out, Big Kev. I made sure the ropes were level. I know it does your head in. I got Aldi beer tonight, a Weiss beer, a coffee stout, and a Hogarden Ranty. Brilliant. Hey, says our matchstick. I can't have any beer, but Anthony, that's a real shame. Irish craft beer guy, Alan Mead, Stone the Crows. I'm on the Erdinger Weiss. Nice, lovely. And Roy, hello, Roy. How you doing, Roy? How are you doing? I still haven't got right. I'm gonna have a quick chat with Roy. I still haven't done the chili stuff, the hot chili stuff. I did the crisps. I'm still back and forth the doctor with this reflux, this silent reflux. I'm still struggling with it. I told the doctor, I was like, yeah, we got this kind of crazy Carolina Reaper stuff. And he went, leave it be for a moment, will you? Leave it be for a moment. Otherwise, well, you'll be making things a lot worse for yourself. Right, see you soon, the Stone Crow. Thanks, mate, Mr. Shout Out. Hoodie strings have to be perfect. Evening, or he ain't watching. Absolutely. Ismail, I will be taking my first big trip in 13 years, leaving to Cancun, Mexico tomorrow for a week. You have a lovely, lovely time, Ismail. You have a lovely time. Stone the Crows, Frank, and Evan Buckley says, I can see if you get the munchies, Simon, you've got stuff in the background. Oh, yeah. That's been here a week, that has. That's for review. I got some beers. I've been doing a lot of not burping. I've been doing a lot of the dippers. You know, I reviewed the Pringles, the Doritos dippers in the week. Well, it turns out they're massive bags. And I've been trying to get through these bags of crisps. I want to get into these now. I want to move on. I want to move on to the crunch chips, you know. With some beer, I got some European lager. I got some European lagers to review, and I want to pair them with the crisps. I went to a place called Cardiff, like a Euro shopper place. All the continental stuff, you know, all the European crisps and beers, and so I want to like just pair the crisps up with some European lagers. Tim, I am at my son's final hockey training session of the season at Nottingham Hockey Centre, drinking a pint of Castle Rock, a house in the club bar. Going down well. Cheers, everyone. Cheers, Simon. What a brilliant thing, Tim. What a brilliant thing. So I followed my child's karate, kudo karate thing, and there's never a bar. There's never a bar. And I think to myself, that would be amazing. You're watching your son play hockey and you've got a bar. That's like happy days, isn't it? Frank from Brooklyn, New York. Hey, side drinking a Rothhouse Pills. I've got a bottle of Rothhouse Pills. I think we had this very same chat last week. Al Schmig is having, sorry, Al Mashtig. Sorry if I pronounce your name terribly badly. I do apologise. Been having a Kolsch. When's the Silent Reflex film come out? Well, yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah. Paul Hawley, hello. Thomas, hello. Yorkshire Peacock. Just had the little Magic Rock solid enough, sold out in the Thornbridge Stout, though. I tell you what, game changer. Absolute game changer. I know there was a few people who weren't happy, certainly in my comments of this video, of the Magic Rock Pale Ale. It's £1.79 in Lidl. There was a few comments I got on the video today saying that they think that's it for Magic Rock. They'll never be able to kind of go to many tap rooms now and try and sell their beer in independent tap rooms and so forth, and bottle shops, etc. I do get it. I definitely get it. I definitely understand it. But the volume, Lidl are going to shift for Magic Rock is going to be second to none. For them, for an independent brewery again, you need your meat and veg, don't you? You need your basic meat and veg in life. And that's what they got. That's what they got. I know it's difficult. It's difficult because I had fond memories of Magic Rock. Indeed, when Magic Rock first launched, they sent me pre-released beers. Highwire, the Red Ale. What was the Red Ale by Magic Rock in bottles? 3 beers they sent and a double IPA. And it was fantastic. Reviewed it, thought it was fantastic, really excited. And then, like, within 10 years, they're in Lidl. I mean, that's how things go, I suppose. If you see my beer reviews, I've seen it. I've seen it with Brewdog. I've seen it with Magic Rock. I've seen it with Thornbridge. I released a Polly's beer a couple of days ago. And I think Polly's are on that very same path. Polly's will go in. Well, what were they already in? Polly's already in Sainsbury's, Marks and Spencer. Where else are Polly's? Oh, and Morrison's. They got 2 beers in Morrison's. It becomes, in your mind, it becomes acceptable, if you like. And then when it becomes acceptable, then they'll probably go Lidl, Aldi, B&M, that sort of thing. But the other game changer for me, and I've missed a lot of comments here, but I'm really passionate about this, is I shop in Lidl. I shop in Lidl every week. Every single week. Hit the like button down below, everybody. We've got 171 people in. 171 people in the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Hit that like button down below. Come on, let's go. So I shop in Lidl every single week. I got the app on my phone. I got the barcode. I scan it. I get my offers. I get my 10% off when you spend 250 quid in a month, which for a family of 4, easily done. Easily done. And of course, I shop in the beer aisle in Lidl. So you take it now. For me, with my trolley, walking down Lidl's aisle, down the beer aisle, I can pick up some really decent Pilsner, cheap. I can pick up some really decent Weiss beer for cheap. And guess what? Now I can buy a Magic Rock Pale Ale and a Thornbridge Stout. All of a sudden, you've got your Pilsner, your Weiss beer, your Pale Ale, and your Stout. You could have one. You could have a couple of Pilsners. You could have a couple of Weiss beers, a Pale Ale, and finish off with a Stout on a bit of a day drink. You got all your beer under one roof, and it's cheap. It's cheap. So I love supporting my local bottle shop. I'll show you. I've got the receipts here. Here's my bottle shop receipt. This was dated the 23rd of March, so just over a week ago. Served by Mary, the fantastic Mary. I don't want to give all my details away. But I'll show you. Look, the bottle shop. This is a place in Penarth. The Penarth bottle shop. There you go. £103.25. The thing is, I love supporting my bottle shop. I really do. I've just proved it as of last week. I love supporting my local bottle shop. But it's very difficult. It's very difficult to afford that all of the time. It's very difficult to spend that sort of money all the time on beer. It really, I mean, like, some people simply haven't got it. I'm in a position where I can only do that every so often. Every so often I can drop that sort of money in a bottle shop. And I do that for the super chats. And so you guys are, you're all lovers of beer. You're super chatting me. I'll go to a bottle shop and support them. Totally understand it. Totally get it. But it's very difficult to do that all of the time. It really is. So as much as I love a bottle shop, as much as I support a bottle shop, there's always swings and roundabouts in life. Your daily drivers, your Saturday afternoon in the garden, barbecue on, couple of cheap Pilsners from Lidl, couple of cheap Stouts, couple of cheap Pale Ales, Weiss beers. Absolutely job done, isn't it? So I think I've covered the little Brainworkers just finished his first double IPA. He's got 5 more to go. Woohoo! Neil Smith, evening, Simon. I got a few of your St. Ives double IPAs coming soon. Dead excited. What can we expect? Well, Neil Ferguson, I haven't tried it myself yet. I need to contact the lovely people of St. Ives next week, and I need to get a couple of up onto the channel so I can review it. I need to. I was meant to email them today, but I never got round to it. Got some beers I bought in Belgium at home. I intend to sample soon. Some proper Belgian creeks and lambics. Says Tim Weiser. Richie Rich, can I go in there and say, put it on Simon's account, Richie Rich? Hey, if I missed some comments, I do apologise. I get loads of comments coming through. Sorry, can we have a shout out for our dog Maggie, who was watching too? Maggie! Here we go. Currently working away through a Phil Kong toy whilst looking up at you every now and again. They love me, the dogs. Would you pay £3 for it though? Sorry. Yeah, probably. What, for the Magic Rock or the Thornbridge? To be honest with you, it was a £1.78, £1.79 stout, and it was a £1.79 pale ale. It tasted like it. It tasted like it, but it was okay. It was okay. You have to balance price versus what you get in the glass. It's a bit like going to a fantastic cheesemonger and then buying Tesco value cheese. Yes, it's still cheese. Similar with beer, isn't it? The Magic Rock beer is still Magic Rock beer, but it's at a different price point. And you have to take that into account because of raw ingredients that go into making that beer. Raw ingredients, hops, malt, it's all expensive now. Trying the new single hop sago beer from Salt by Salt from Asda. That's somewhere I need to go tomorrow then, Liam. I need to go and pick up some beers in Asda. Mark, hi Simon, your recent wrestlers video had me cracking up. If I'm stuck on the side of a mountain, I'll check you out. I can't believe I thought it was. I can't remember eating a Rustler's burger before. I was always convinced I'd never reviewed a Rustler's burger before. Never mind. Hey ho, it was one of those kind of like things that have happened in my life recently. I'd be on the bread and water if I dropped that amount. Sometimes we'll have a big spend unknowingly. Paul Goggin. The thing is, Paul Goggin, is you go in a bottle shop and you get carried away. You're like, oh, I really like that one. And let me show you. I really want this track. Double IPA. I can't leave that on the shelf, you know? Let's have a look. That track beer I've just shown you lost him at £6.35. £6.35. It'll be fantastic. No doubt about it. It'll be absolutely fantastic. But they're not cheap, are they? It's an 8% double IPA. They're not cheap to buy. But I do love to support my local bottle shop. Will you review the latest episode of Breaking Bad? Oh, no, I'm not getting into that. Can't get into that. It was all going so well. We discussed enough of that last week. I'm not even going to touch on it tonight. I want to have a really positive night tonight. No, I'm not going down that road at all tonight. Bottle shop shout out, Rimmers Londis on Penny Lane in Liverpool. So good, it's a crime. He didn't give it a mention in his lyrics. We had another comment there. Craig, are you going to get the Magic Rock new stout on the perfect draft? I treated in your thoughts in comparison with a can? Probably. I'll probably. Well, I think I do miss my perfect draft. I haven't used my perfect draft in a long time, and I got an empty keg. Down there to replace £5 off. Here's another subject. I mean, isn't it fantastic? if I miss comments, I apologise. But we're on different subjects tonight now. I'm trying to pick comments and then make conversations out of it, rather than reading through everyone's comment all night. I'm trying to make conversation out of kind of individual comments. So here's another subject. I went to my local cost cutter to sell the perfect draft kegs. And in the situation of 2020, he had a variety of kegs up there. Literally, he had every single different keg, perfect draft, Blade, Krups. The whole shop was literally filled with these kegs. I've gone up there recently now, and the variety's gone. The variety's gone. No longer can you get like your Franciscana Royals, maybe your Magic Rocks, your you know, like your super tidy beers, yeah, your super tidy beers on the perfect, the exciting stuff on the perfect draft. That's all gone now. So I went up there the other week, and they had Stella, Bud, you know, your safe beers. They had your safe beers up there, and I chatted with the owner, and I said, you know, there's not much variety anymore. I said, without even you answering, I know why. And he called it the exotic stuff. He said the exotic stuff's not selling. He said in the situation 2020, we sold everything. We were getting as many kegs we could because we were selling them as fast as we could. As soon as they were coming in through the door, they were selling. He said, but everything's slowed down now. It's not anywhere near what it was, and we're only on the safe bet. They call them safe bet beers. So they got a load of Stellas in there. They had some Lowenbrau, a couple of Lowenbrau beers in there. Helles, I think Lowenbrau Helles. Budweiser, Stella, you know, your safe beers. So the other thing for me is, I'm not really a fan of like the whole beer hawk sending off barcodes, sending off the kegs to get another keg for and having discounts and stuff. You know, I'd rather take my keg to a shop, hand them an empty keg, and they take £5 off directly. So £5 off the keg, you get your new keg of beer. I'm not into credit, you know, or we've credited your account for the keg you sent back. It's not real money, is it? It's not real money because it means you have to spend more on Beerhawk's website. Delivery charges, all that stuff. It adds up. It adds up. I'd rather swap it out in a shop. So that was another conversation we've got covered. Hi, Simon. Hope you're okay. Today's my first day back to your channel after about 2 years, says Adam Smith. Where have you been? I've used your videos today to decide to buy a perfect draft, so thanks for the help. And now I'm hooked again. Well done, Adam. Well done. Thank you very much for coming back. ADC, drinking a German Kolsch from Hilden. Sounds good. Richie Rich says you get what you pay for. Absolutely, of course you do. Maggie, appreciate the shout out. Hello, Maggie. Frank, yesterday my birthday, and definitely got a bit carried away. Brilliant. Papa Goldfellow, I'm going to call some names out. Mark, Jarlath, Luke Robinson. 6.35 ain't bad. £7 for a pint in most cities, says Luke Robinson. Yeah, probably. Will says cheaper than a pint of neck oil in Kent at 6.80. We're talking about the Track double IPA up there. Billy McHugh does click and collect from your bottle shop. Save me going in and spending a fortune. Shout out to the Wee Beer Shop. Brilliant. Hello, Lee W. Happy Friday. Pass me a garage says cheers, Simon. Crispin Henley says having one of my last cans of Kilkenny cream ale. Enjoy. Smash the like button, everybody, says Lee W. Taylor Ben says here we call them off licenses, bottle instead of bottle shops. I've always called it a bottle shop. It's probably an off license, isn't it? Right, what is the point? This is by Richie Rich. What is the point of spending 50 quid on ordinary stuff when you can get stuff you remember for 100? Yeah, I suppose. Everybody got their own arguments with this, haven't they? Everybody's got their own arguments because at the end of the day, again, it comes down to cost. If you've got a wife and 2 kids to feed on a weekly basis, then you may not be able to drop £100 a week on beer. It's a lot of money, isn't there? It's a lot of money. But hey ho, I like to balance. I like to balance between places like Asda and Lidl, and then have a treat myself to a bottle shop every now and again. But when I do go to a bottle shop, I bang it down. I paid €7.90 for a pint of Hop House 13 in a pub in Dublin yesterday. That is about 20 minutes from the Guinness factory where it's made. An absolutely Irish craft beer guy, Alan Mead. Kildare Big Eye says, Simon, PMA, positive mental attitude. Let's have a good night. Absolutely, Kildare. I'm in a really good frame of mind. I've had a really good week. Here's another comment we'll cover. I've had a really, really good week. I really have. You guys, fantastic support last Friday, Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Woke up Saturday morning. Lots of messages. Lots of private messages asking if I was okay and so forth. And I was absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. You guys are brilliant. I really look forward to the Fridays. I really look forward to Friday nights at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. And then it just carried on. I had a really good week. We did the McDonald's. We had a good video with the McDonald's. We've had some good videos today with the Lidl, with the Magic Rock beers. We had a really good early start to the week as well. So I'll admit, January for the channel was dire. It really was dire. It was kind of like dire. When you're a business and you see a big bit of a tank, and it's only because it's January. I know everyone's doing dry January. We had a bit of a tank in January. And then, your mind plays tricks on you. This is, the positive mental attitude that the Kildare Beer guy's talking about. You go through a whole month of January where you're pulling. You're like being in an airplane and you're pulling on the old-fashioned airplanes when you're pulling on the steering wheel. January, I was like this. Foot on the dashboard. Can't get my foot up either. Foot up on the dashboard, pulling as hard as I could on the steering wheel, trying to pull the views up on the channel. But then all of a sudden, February came. Better. March, we're on the 31st of March today. Of course, Google give you all sorts of analytics and all sorts of viewing figures and who's watching, how long they're watching for. Are they male? Are they female? Are they 20? Are they 50 years old? You get to know an awful lot of analytics from YouTube, and you can kind of use that to your advantage. But I can quite confidently say March has been a fantastic month. It's been a really compared to March, fantastic month. Really fantastic month on the channel. And that's what I've been focusing on, really. I've been focusing on the channel's performance all week, the channel's performance. And it's been wonderful. It's been a really, really good month. So what you do then, of course, it's 1st of April tomorrow, April Fool's Day. But 1st of April tomorrow, you're thinking to yourself then, right, April, what can we do in April? Positive thoughts, positive thinking. But I will say, quite fundamentally, how much it all meant to me last week. All the private messages, all the chats on here. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much. Onwards and upwards, yeah? Simon, what do you think of people who think Belgians is a bit rude? Tangfatic? I think you've got to get it out. Otherwise, you'll end up with all sorts of indigestion problems. You got to get all these burps out, haven't you? Simon, how do brewers judge the pricing when it's £5 plus? Is it purely ingredients-based pricing? Nope. Jay Hutch, it is not just purely ingredients that the brewers got to factor in. They got to factor in travel. The beer has to leave the brewery. If it's a big brewery, it's got to go to a distribution centre. If it's a small brewery, I work for a small brewery. I was putting kegs of beer in the back of my Ford Fiesta, and I was carting kegs round, and I was tapping them with a blooming shirt on and a pair of trousers at one stage. You know, when the brewery need me to do it. I was putting kegs in my car, tapping them in for a lady in place in Cardiff, a pub in Cardiff. Kegs go missing. Kegs cost money. Bottling costs money. Cans cost money. All the equipment to can, all the equipment to brew, wages. You got to think of wages, and then on top of all of that, the wonderful tax man wants a little bit of it all. Beer duty and all this other kind of stuff goes on. So all of a sudden, your can of beer costs £5. It's not the brewery's fault. It's not the brewery's fault. They probably make a pint of beer for 10p. That raw ingredients cost for making a beer is probably 10p. But you got to think, when you pick up this beer, it's in your hand. It's done a million things before you've got your hands on it. Bottle caps, labelling, sourcing the bottles. So much goes into it. So much goes into it. Right, I'm gonna. If you excuse me, let me get Alan. Oh, he's gone. Alan Mead's comment's gone. Let's get this one, Mr. Steady Hands. Hey, Real Craft Beer. I visited a craft beer shop today in Leon C. Hopmaster. I got a lovely beer here, my Dea, called Dust My Broom. You tried their beers? I've drunk them now. I got one Dea to review soon. But Mr. Steady Hands, I love Dea. I've been there. Been to the brewery. Fantastic. Gareth Pale Ale. Golden Ale from Home Bargains today, 99 pence a bottle. Yeah, I swerved that. It was in the garden centre. I swerved that back in when the World Cup was on. I thought I'm not paying. It was a lot of money. Hey Simon, my name is Alex, but I'm just curious, what beer are you drinking right now? I just want to know what it is. Alex, the beer master. I'm drinking a Franziskaner Weiss beer. I like my Weiss beers on a Friday night. Have you noticed? My face is going a bit pink. It's time to turn the lights on. Okay, Google, turn on the conservatory lights. Bar lights are on. Here we go. Bar lights are on. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go round, turn all the lights. It's like a proper pub, isn't it? Go round, turn all the lights on in the pub. There we are. How's that? But it goes dark quick, doesn't it? We started off 7 o'clock. Boom. It was lovely, wasn't it? Where are we now? 35 minutes in. Thoroughly enjoying myself, guys. Thoroughly enjoying myself. Thank you very much for all the wonderful positivity. Just been doing a video trying out the mini keg extractor and seeing your video. Quoting you lots in my video. I'm making because I've learned loads from you and you're a top man. The Spencer Rams. Hello, the Spencer Rams. Thank you very much for giving me a shout out. I'll give you a shout out in return. The Spencer Rams. There we go. Steve Jeffrey, glad you're feeling okay. I too really look forward to a Friday night at Stone Crow. Paul Turvey, it is one of life's pleasures, my friend. Tim Weiser says, congrats to Stephen and Steph. No, it's not. It's not. Chris B. It is a Franziskaner. This used to be. I remember when this was £1 a bottle. You could quite frequently get this for £1 a bottle in Home Bargains. Then it went 120, 110, 120, 130, just went up in price. But for years, this was £1. Fantastic, fantastic beer. Tristan O'Neill is asking if am I going to Brew London this year. Sad times really. Brew London is the same time as Prince Charles's organation. You know, he's going to become king properly. You know, where he signs the deal, and all the hotel prices are like they've skyrocketed. All the hotel prices in London have skyrocketed. This has happened to me now. This is the second time that's happened to me in 4 years. I don't go many places in hotels, but the first time it happened, Liverpool. I had to go to Liverpool to judge the SEBA competition. And I looked at hotels and I was like, flipping heck, everything's sold out. And the hotel rooms are left where they were sky high, absolutely sky high in price. So in the end, I had to stay in Birkenhead. Which was nice. I quite liked Birkenhead. I thought that was all right. But it was the reason why it was that Liverpool were in something like the quarter final of the Champions League, and they were playing in Anfield, and the whole city, all the hotels for the whole city were all booked up. That was SEBA X 2020. A few years later, King's organization, same weekend as SEBA London, Brew London, same weekend as Brew London. How's your luck, eh? How's your luck? So me and a few brewers, we were going to go, me and John from Lords, but the hotel prices are sky high, absolutely sky high. Callum O is having a good drink tonight to celebrate his father's 70th birthday, who is looking younger than myself and 20 weeks. What? Where did that go? 20 weeks? Oh, these comments. I'm going to apologise for these StreamYard comments. I'm halfway through a comment and it just goes, you know, on the old YouTube app, you used to hold a comment and you used to hold it there until you finish reading it. And then when you finish reading it, you let go. This StreamYard app is a blooming nightmare, but it's YouTube's fault. It's YouTube's fault for blooming making you go portrait mode. I don't want to do a live stream in portrait mode. Horizontal mode, no, portrait mode. Yeah, I don't want to do it in portrait mode. It's rubbish. Right, I'm going to try and read Steve's comments. So what do is go along with Dry January? Aren't they amazing NAs now? You go nuts reviewing these. You know, every country in January and people will join. I don't know. Tough one. I couldn't read it. Flipping heck. What comment? There's loads of comments. There's a super chat. Paul Goggin, €5 super chat. Have a point on us. What beer will be the summer lager this year? Last year was Madry. Cheers. Oh, yeah. Paul Goggin, well, there is something in the pipeline, Paul Goggin. I'm going to pick up a bottle for review. It is a big beer. I found out it's already out. I'm going to keep it to myself for now, if that's okay, Paul Goggin. I know you paid a super chat, but thank you very much for the €5 super chat. I've got to keep it to myself. There is a beer, a big mainstream lager beer that's out that probably it could be the beer of the summer. Who knows? But if I go gassing it out on you, then every Tom, Dick, and Harry's going to go and review it, isn't they? So Let me get my review in first, and then all of a sudden, a week or so later, it should be viewed very well. Paul Terry won't be watching. I'll be drinking beer. Hey guys, how's everyone doing tonight? Celebrating losing 14 stone today. Ryan McFarlane, that is fan-dabby-doby. Since last May, you were 29 stone until today. You feel absolutely amazing for hope everyone is doing well. So 14, take away, that's 19, take away 4, you're 15. That's amazing. From 29 stone to 15 stone. Wow. Wow, that's nearly half your body weight, isn't it? Wow, that is blooming fantastic. Blooming fantastic, Ryan McFarlane. I bet you're out walking. I bet you're doing all sorts of stuff now. What a wonderful thing. Well done, Ryan. Well done. Alan Mead, Irish Craft Beer Guy, saying the membership. There's a link there for the membership. If you want to join, you can become a member of the channel. Meanwhile, in the States, we are still waiting for the perfect draft to be available. William L. It should be good, shouldn't it? They launched the Krups, but it didn't really work so well. So maybe they're thinking we won't do that. David Buckley, absolutely. Thank you so very much. Jonathan Watson is on the Asvex Development Hell 3, double IPA, 8%, £6 a can, straight from the brewery. Well done, Jonathan. Hello from Helsinki, Lewis Dodds. Hello, everyone. Dennis B. Hi, Simon in Germany. Franciscana is mostly below €10 a crate, which is 20 half-litre bottles. 50 pence a bottle. 50 cents a bottle. And quite cheap compared to what you're reporting. It is a good beer. So I'm on the Atkins Vickle. Good stuff, Dennis. I bought 8 bottles. So, Dennis, so it's about £1.70 a bottle here in the UK for Franciscana. £1.70 a bottle. Blasphemy in the Netherlands is the Heineken. The gluten-free Pale Ale. Oh, yeah, I know. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Will you review Big Beer Pale Ale Summer Drink this year? I could do, Charles. I could do. Love the channel, says Jay Firefox. And it is the Craft Beer Hub. Let me read out his comments. Just cracking into my last S43 Hefeweizen. A real shame they've fallen off the map. Brilliant brewery. So I'm going to give Mac Drury. You all know Mac Drury of the Craft Beer Hub. Well, we spent half an hour today on the phone. Mac rang me about 11:30. About 11:30 this morning. We talked about his trip to Malta. We had a general chat. Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Mac's a good friend of mine. We've been to a few beer festivals together. He sent me some beer. Oh, Mac, if you're still watching, I got a Duration beer here somewhere. I got a Belgian triple from Duration. I picked it up from my local bottle shop. I should have told you on the phone, but I forgot. There it is. It's called Seed Sleep in the Darkness. And I seen that, and I remember the lawnmower beer you sent me. And it was fabulous. That was really good. Like something like mow the lawn, have a beer, or something along those lines. But it made perfect sense. Can't remember what the name of the beer was now, but I seen that from Duration. I thought, oh, we'll have some of that. We'll have some of that. We'll buy that. But yeah, Mac phoned me up, asked me how I was, asked me how I was doing, you know, that sort of thing. And it's nice. It's nice from fellow people in the community, because he's a YouTuber. People in the YouTube community phoning me up, having a chat, and just asking me how I am. And do you know what? I find that fantastic. I find it fantastic. I find it lovely. Here's to beer. Here's to beer. Because that's the only reason why I do it. It's the only reason why I do it, is my love affair for beer. So if other people who've got that same kind of fantastic relationship with beer that I have, they love drinking beer, they love supporting the industry, and then they're phoning me up to see, you know, how I am, it's fantastic. It really is fantastic. The Spencer Arms, £2 super chat. Not sure how to alter the amount. Please advise. Spencer Arms, could anybody answer the Spencer Arms? Not that you have to, guys. Not that you have to. But the Spencer Arms wants to know how to adjust how much they pay in a super chat. But there's no pressure. Honestly, there's absolutely no pressure there. Christopher, hi Simon, first time on the channel. Have you tried any beers from Little Critters Brewery? Would highly recommend. Christopher Banton, first off, hi, hello, how are you doing? Thanks for tuning in, really appreciate it. And Little Critters, I don't think I have, to be honest. I've had a beer from Little Creatures, and that's an Australian brewery, but not Little Critters. Adam Astle, love this channel, Simon. Good evening to you. I'm having a pint of Bass. Oh, I've had Gravity Bass. I've had Gravity Bass in Bath, and it was fantastic. Barrel hung up on the wall, on a chain. Open it up. Fantastic. Hi, Simon. Hope you being a good boy and putting your how's the bag going, Alan? I'll speak about that later on, mate. It's all on hold at the moment. It all is on hold at the moment. We won't be forever. It won't be forever. What I'm going to say is, we spoke about January earlier on, about the channel having a bit of a tough January. So I've concentrated all my efforts on the channel over the last 2 months. I think that's what we'll say. I think that's where we'll go with that one. But once the channel starts looking after itself again, which I'm sure it will in the future, then plans will start to come back again, you know. ABV question, Simon. Does a brewery decide on the ABV before they make a new beer and work towards it? Or do they make the beer and whatever the ABV comes out, then that's it? Hope that makes sense, Big Kev. So, I'll give you an example, Big Kev. So I went down to St Ives Brewery, and I brewed with a fantastic St Ives Brewery a month ago. And we decided to brew a double IPA at 8% ABV. So it all goes on gravity, Big Kev. It all goes on gravity. So these days they've got this fantastic equipment where they kind of dip the beer, put some words on a lens, and then they look through this lens and they can see like the gravity of the beer. And it was I can't remember the digit it was, but it turns out the beer was going to be 8% ABV. But they targeted that. They knew that because they know if they put let's say for argument's sake, 8 bags of malt in the tun, mix it with warm water. They're pulling out 8 bags worth of sugar, in effect, flavour and sugar. So they're pulling out those sugars, they're pulling out that flavour, warm porridge in a big bowl, stir it all up. And then they discard the malt, and then you're left then with that lovely liquor. Wort, of course. Hot liquor, wort, whatever you want to call it. No, hot liquor's water. Wort. They grab this wort, and then they boil it for a bit, and then they put it in the fermenter. When they put it in the fermenter, then they add the yeast, and then the yeast gobbles up all of the sugars, and then it produces alcohol. So they know right at the beginning, it's how much malt they add. It's a bit like a kilo bag of sugar. There's probably people out there who homebrew, make ciders. They'll be able to tell you how much alcohol they can create from that 1 kilo bag of sugar. There's probably multitudes of home brewers out there that will be able to tell you just like that. 1 bag of sugar equals X amount of alcohol. Of course, add in yeast. So they know malt equals sugar equals alcohol and flavour. So they know whatever malt they put in, bags of malt, 8 bags equals an IPA, 12 bags equals a double IPA. That's how it works. Whew. I hope that makes sense, Big Kev. In Ohio, Paul and a Hefeweizen is €10.99 for a 4-pack of 16-ounce cans. That's $2.50 per bottle, isn't it? Just over $2.50. Evening, Simon. Please say you're still going to do reviews when in Connor J. Well, cracking 147 by Ryan Day yesterday. Shame he didn't win in the end, but what a player, Mark Salvius. Cheers. Ross, what was it? What game was it? I played snooker Wednesday. And I'll be honest with you, update on me making the first round of the World Championships. I've got absolutely no chance. Absolutely no chance. Played my mate, and he wiped the floor with me. Wednesday night. I'm happy though. So I put him into break. I always seem to break with my mate. I come in, I just do my screw up. I screw my cue up, bit of chalk, and I'm eager to get going. So I'll say I break, and I normally smash them up, try and get the white ball down the bulk end. But I put him in first, and he played this really tidy break-off shot. Side of the pack, 2 cushions, down the bulk end. Like on the telly when a red come out the side. I went, here we go, I'm going to have a go at this red. Choked the cue, got down. Oh, yes, got it. And I thought, when you're starting to walk on water at that stage, and you're starting to think, oh, yes, I got this. So from the bulk end, right the way down the table, the red was about 12 inches off the corner pocket. I potted a long red into the corner. Didn't land on a colour, because I still can't. The biggest thing with snooker players is not potting the ball. A lot of people can pot balls. It's controlling the cue ball. It's controlling the cue ball where you hit them other cushions and you come off and you're back on the black or you're on the pink. That's a sign of a blooming good snooker player. So I lost control of the white ball. I potted the red, lost control of the white ball. So I put the white ball end on the bulk end off a colour for safety. He just down like that was probably, I potted a couple of other balls of kind of half interest, but he put 65 points on me. 65. He was potting everything, and fair play. I held my hands up that night. I because there was a match on, so we had to stop after 45 minutes. So, and we had a few pints watching. There was like a league match. We got the Barry League snooker. There's enough clubs in Barry that we have our own league. So we got Division 1, Division 2. There's 2 divisions in Barry of snooker. It's brilliant. So we watched the final, like of the main final of the year. So update on me making the final of the first round of a major tournament, and then drinking a pint. I'm a fair way off, but with my plans out there for the future, I may be able to get a snooker table out there, and then I'll probably put 4 hours a day in. I'll probably put down the Xbox forever, for good, retire it, sell it, probably sell it, and I'll pick up my cue and I'll devote 4 hours a day, every single day, 7 days a week, out in there, in the bunker, playing snooker. Put some music on. I see some people, when they're practicing, they wear headphones. They're down. They just load of balls on the table, headphones on. They're just playing. I haven't got to do that because I'm in my own place. I'll have some speakers. I'll play some music, and I'll just pot. I'll just keep going. I'll try and control that cue ball until I can try and make a first round of a major, and then I'll drink a pint. I really will. That's my. I don't want to win anything. It's not about winning a tournament. It's about getting to a first round of a major, so I can drink a pint, so I can prove a point to the people of the world that beer's not a bad thing. And then if it makes the main news, and if everybody's talking about it, I'll try and become Chancellor of the Exchequer then. And if I can become Chancellor of the Exchequer, guess what I'm going to do when I read out the budget? It's not been done since the late 1980s. The last Chancellor to have an alcoholic drink whilst he read out the budget was Ken Clark. I think it was in 1990. So we're talking, what's the year now? 2020. We're talking 33 years ago. 33 years ago, the last Chancellor to read out a budget and have an alcoholic drink was Ken Clark, 33 years ago. So I'll try and be Chancellor then. And then when I read out the budget, I'll drink about 3 pints. I'll prove to the world that beer's not a bad thing. And we haven't got to keep prodding the little man down. £10 super chat from the Spencer Arms. There we are. They changed this. Pardon me. I had my pizza too quick. I've got indigestion. Sorry. Right. The Spencer Arms. Thank you very much for the £10 super chat. Yes. Thanks, guys, for the help. Simon's one of life's fine fellows. Cheers, Simon. You've helped me to keep positive and teach me. You're someone who spread love and fun. Cheers, mate. Come and visit. Hey. I really appreciate it. The Spencer Arms. Check out the Spencer Arms. Check them out. Thanks for the £10 super chat. Really. Oh, I tell you what I can do. If I find it, I can stick it up, can't I? Right. There's the first one from the Spencer Arms. Oh, there it is. And there's the second one from the Spencer Arms. There we are. £10 super chat from the Spencer Arms. Thank you very much. check out the Spencer Arms. Give them your support. From beer reviewer to first round of the Snooker Champions to the Chancellor of the Exchequer. John, yeah, why not? Why not? It's not about doing. I'm going to stand up now above this super chat. It's not about the snooker. I promise you. It's not about the snooker. It's not about me putting 4 hours of practice into the snooker when we build our thing out here. It's not about that. It's about the beer. It's about the beer. If you're old enough, like myself, to remember the times where the pubs were packed on a Wednesday night, I remember the pubs, they were steaming busy Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and maybe even a Sunday night if one pub had karaoke on. Pubs used to be absolutely booming because our so-called kind of higher figure people, the people we look up to, your snooker players, your footballers, your rugby players, your darts players, your Chancellor of the Exchequer. They used to drink beer publicly. Because it wasn't frowned upon. It wasn't frowned upon like it's frowned upon today. Alcohol in general is frowned upon, and it's wrong. The only reason alcohol is frowned upon is to tax it. Our good friends, where would soaps be? Where would soaps be if you didn't have the Queen Vic? Or what's the pub in Coronation Street? I don't even know. Or Emmerdale Farm. What's the pubs in Emmerdale Farm and Coronation Street? I don't know them because I don't watch EastEnders. I only know the Queen Vic. It's probably the most famous pub in the UK. Here we are, Grievous. They shut down traditional pubs on purpose. If Simon does a birthday suit video, we'll need a warning to drink a couple of pints beforehand. Martin says the Rovers. And the Wolf. I've heard of the Wolf and the Rovers, to be honest. The Spencer Arms. I'm going to get rid of this one now, the Spencer Arms, because I can't see over the super chat. There we are. Soap quote. Spot on. Every soap has a pub. Do you know why every soap has a pub? Because there wouldn't be soaps and there wouldn't be drama, would there? There wouldn't be drama without the pub. Because we'd finish work, like most of us do, and we all go home, make our tea, watch a bit of telly, and go to bed. How can they make a soap about that? If anything, soaps are outdated. Soaps are not living in today's world, are they? But they have to have pubs. You wouldn't see everybody, there's drama in the gym, or drama in the swimming pool. It's not going to happen, is it? There's only ever drama in the pub. All right, we'll press that again now. There we go. Drunk snooker. I would watch that. Why hasn't this been a thing? What sport would you watch if you asked these women? Would love drunk pole vaulting, etc. Well, not necessarily drunk, Big Kev. What am I now? 2 pints in? Let's think of it logically now, Big Kev. I've had 2 pints. It's 8:05. There's no slurring. I feel the slightest tipsiness at most. If you're an hour and 5 minutes into a snooker match, you've probably played 3 frames by now. And I'm just warming up. You know, I'm just kind of like loosening the old goose type of thing. I'm just starting to play. I start to play snooker after about a pint or 2. I play really good. And then after 4 pints, forget it. Forget it. So if I can work out a formula where I can drink at a steady pace all night and where I don't go over that kind of limit of like, you know, then I reckon, you know, I won't make a fool of myself. Roy Bruling, €2 super chat. Once fan, Vita's here. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Roy. Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. €2 super chat. Roy, thanks for the super chat. Last week, 3 days ago, because I'll be posting the video probably in a week or 2. I reviewed that 3 Fontaine beer. Oh my goodness me, Roy. I drank that 3 Fontaine beer and I put the bottle in my cupboard. The bottle is in my special kitchen beer cupboard, front and center. It was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic from 3 Fontaine. Reviewed, loved it. Absolutely loved it. I think we got £10. I think I'm not sure. We got another £10 super chat. This is from Jay Hutch, and he says, "Love your passion for beer. It's introduced me to loads of new beers, and could only thank you. Before the channel, I used to drink big beer and always felt I was missing something with my beer experience." Many people do, Jay Hutch. Many people do. Do you know the biggest thing? Let me put this super chat up. Now, Jay Hutch, you know the biggest thing about all of this? I'll put it up for a little bit because otherwise I'll be on my tiptoes all night. Now, you say that about introducing you to new beers. Now, I've got 2 brother-in-laws. One from my sister and one from my wife. Do you think I can get the pair of them to drink good beer? Absolutely not. The one drinks Corona like it's the only beer in the world, and the other one, he'll drink different lagers. I will leave him, when I go and visit him in Salisbury, I'll leave him like maybe a Fuller's Golden Pride, or I'll leave him one of my latest collaborations, leave it in his fridge. But I never get any feedback. I never get any like a WhatsApp, like, "Oh, I really enjoyed that beer you left in my fridge." So I don't think he likes it either. But I will always be a beer evangelist. I've got my dad. I've got my dad on side. My dad, he was in Wetherspoons this afternoon, my dad. I'm not sure if he might be home now, 10 past 8. He's not out late these days, one man. They get the bus home. They've been out since 3 o'clock. My dad goes out about 3 o'clock in the afternoon now. He's probably in now by 8. But he was sending me pictures of the Wetherspoons Beer Festival beers. So thank you, Jay Hutch, for the £10 super chat. He was sending me pictures of the Wetherspoons Beer Festival beers that are on, and he was drinking them all. He said, "I'm going to have a pint of each one." So I got my dad converted. My dad's converted. If he's watching, probably not, but if he is, thumbs up. He enjoys a good beer. But my 2 brother-in-laws, they're a tough nut to crack. They really are. They're a real tough nut to crack. It's almost impossible, especially with the one. Especially with the Corona. He puts lime in the Corona. Oh, man. It's like, please. But then there is a little bit of hope. There's a little bit of hope because he likes he likes to try different wines. And I think to yourself, if you like to try different wines, then surely you can try different beers. So maybe there's a little bit of hope there in the future. But we'll keep trying. I'll keep trying with him. Um, Tommy Gabriel, hello, Tommy. How you doing? Tommy from the fantastic Printworks in London. How you doing? Uh, Previously known as the Waterhole. Milk. I'm drinking one of those Yazoo drinks as my stomach's messed up. Oh no, Christine, how you doing, Christine? Sweepstake. What's it? I don't know. Ah, right. It's been a while. Michael Richards, how are you doing? How are you doing? Thanks for tuning in, first and foremost. Not chatting in a while. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, let's talk about your comments, shall we? Why is it that the blokes who live to 100 all have full English breakfast every morning? Well, this is the thing, isn't it, Michael? This is the thing. I mean, I think a lot of it's happiness. I think if you live to an old age, a lot of it's, you've got a happy heart. You've got a happy heart. If you're like all blown out, puffed out, had a guts full, I think, I definitely think, that whole kind of broken heart, some people die of a broken, I definitely think it's a thing. Definitely. If you're old, you've lost your partner, you may have a couple of days where you don't feel like eating. You may have a couple of days where you don't feel like doing much. That will take a massive, for an old person, having a couple of days where they don't feel like eating because they're mourning the death of their partner. I think that would have a detrimental effect on their health, massive effect on their health. So I think you can die of a broken heart, personally. I think it's very difficult in this, but I'm looking up in the sky now on the conservatory roof and it's raining. It's been raining in the UK for the best part of a month. It hasn't stopped. Literally, bang, 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 rain, 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 every day. But it's about, you could concentrate on that rain, couldn't you? You could concentrate on that rain and you could go, it's raining again. And then all of a sudden your mood changes and you're not feeling so good. Find something. Find the things that you like in life. Concentrate on them things that you like in life. Don't look out the window at the rain. Concentrate on the things that you like in life. Do the things that you like doing in life. And I think that will play a massive part in leading to a long life. I really do. Every Saturday morning, I like a big cooked breakfast. I'll cook sausages, eggs, bacon, tomatoes, hash browns, million rounds of toast. And me and my wife and the kids, we have a massive, massive scran. And we don't eat then. We don't eat all day. We do not eat all day. We'll eat then 5 o'clock. We'll have some tea. Chinese takeaway. Bish, bash, bosh. I walk in to my Chinese takeaway. I haven't even got to say anything. I just sit down. She knows my order. She knows what I want. She shouts out the back, Simon's in. And then bang, they're cooking. They're cooking my dinner. And it's fantastic. It really, I know what I want. I know what I like. I have it every week. The Spencer Rams with a £20 super chat. Wow. You know what? Those skips were expensive. Hard work to serve beers. Good beers cost money. I'm excited about the bunker. My beautiful wife is out with the girls tonight, so you guys are keeping me company in the garden bar. The Spencer Rams. Thank you very much. Thank you so very much for the £20 super chat. Honestly, I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. Right, I need to go. I'm going to put that up on the... Hang on, I got to find it. Right, I got to go for a wee. I got to go for a wee. I mean, I'm talking over the super chat. I got to go for a wee. I'll be back now. There we are, 243 people in the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. I am back. I made a purchase the other week on Apple, on YouTube. I want to tell you all about it because I'm really pleased. It was the wife's on the wine. Mel, you going to come and say hello? She's in her pajamas. She's not going to come and say hello. I'm blooming dry mouth here. What they call it, dry neck. There's a beer called Dry Neck, isn't it, by Witchwood. I'm going to have a dry neck if I don't pour a beer soon. Simon Wood's in. There he is, sneaking in through the back door. There he is. Simon Wood's in. Hang on, where is he? There he is, evening all. Sliding quietly to my table in the bar. Yes. Michael Richardson. Again, thumbs up. Right. Smoky on the bottle opening. Vice beer in the glass. So I very rarely buy video. I used to love buying DVDs. One of my biggest passions, buying DVDs and videos back in the day. I used to love going to boot sales and picking up secondhand videos and secondhand DVDs. The world's not quite like that anymore, is it? So what I've done, I think these days you decide on a platform, don't you, where you want all your stuff to go. So I've chosen YouTube. So I buy YouTube movies stuff. So years ago on, I think it was Amazon, I watched a program called Mr. Calzaghe for free. Well, part of your Prime, but you could watch it for free. So I fancied watching it again. I haven't seen it in about 4 years, but it's disappeared off every single platform. You can't find it. You can't find it on Netflix. You can't find it on Disney. You can't find it on Amazon Prime. So I thought, this program is too good to disappear forever. It's too good to disappear forever. If you've got a spare couple of quid knocking about and you want to buy, you're a boxing fan first and foremost, and you want to watch a fantastic documentary about a man's life, Joe Calzaghe, super middleweight champion, undefeated super middleweight, light heavyweight. I think, did he become a light heavyweight or super middleweight? He was undefeated anyway. Buy it. I bought mine on YouTube Movies. It cost me it was either $5.99 or $6.99. It'll be the best $5 or $6.99 you ever spend. It's called Mr. Calzaghe. It shows it tells the tale. So in South Wales, especially the South Wales valleys, in the 60s and 70s, we had an awful lot of Italian migrants come over to live in the South Wales valleys. And of course, Enzo Calzaghe comes over, he's playing in a band, meets his wife in South Wales. They get together, and of course they have children. One of them is Joe Calzaghe, and it tells the story. It tells the story of he was bullied in school. They used to call him like spaghetti head and olive oil, greasy, all this. He was heavily bullied in school, and then it kind of steals him up because he's used to. The reason why they mention that is because it made him the man who he is today. That boxer. When they go up in the ring and the other guys, like they almost go nose to nose, don't they? And they're bullying each other and anyway, it all goes. It'll be the best £6 or £7 you ever buy. Mr. Calzaghe, buy it on whatever streaming platform you're on. We got another super chat. Roy Broyley. €6. And he says, Simon, my man, my wife thinks Cherry Creek tastes the same as Pilsner. Anyway, want to invite you to come to Holland, have some pints with me this summer. Well, Roy, let me talk about this, my friend. How far are you away, Roy, from Amsterdam? I've put my blooming beard on. Where did I put my beer? That's not a full pint there. It's not that one. It's not that one. Is that all the bottle offers? Blimmin' heck. Anyway, let's get drinking. It's a smasher. It really is. It's a smash. I love it. I love this. Oh yeah, Roy. Amsterdam. How far are you away from Amsterdam? The reason I'm asking, Roy, is that I'm trying to convince my wife. I can get a direct flight from Cardiff Airport. Cardiff Airport, KLM, Amsterdam. I'm trying to convince my wife to have a city hopping summer holiday where we have a day or so in Amsterdam, day or so in Brussels, day or so in Paris, day or so in where's the other place? I mentioned Brussels, didn't I? Germany. I want to go to Germany. Day or so in Munich. I want to go to Munich as well. She's accusing me of just organising like a beer trip, and I'm dragging the wife and kids with them. But at the end of the day, they're still going to see the city, aren't they? They're going to see the sights in Brussels and Amsterdam and Paris and Munich. They're going to see the sights. I'll be doing a lot of this, but I want to see it. I'm 43. I've had a couple of pains in the arm and my leg, and I'm thinking I want to get going. Like I want to get the kids through the GCSEs now, and I want to get traveling. Gavin, good evening, Simon, from an incredibly wet Kent. I know. Tell me all about it. I'm enjoying a pint of Gosser's Vickle on the sun. A cracking lager. If you like Helles, keep up the good work. I do, Gavin. I love a Helles. Really do. Look at the smoke on that. We all know what kind of DVD video. Oh, Greg. Oh, yeah. You can't buy those on Google, though, can you? Oh God, he's drinking that Candlewax monk beer. Well, I like Weissbier, but I can't stand that one. You can't. Oh, I love it. I love a Francis Canner. Sean Heisler. Sean Heisler is drinking the same beer, the Francis Canner, in the States. Amazing. Ross is just over the 2019 Lefable Grenache Syrah, 14% red wine. My wife's just opened a bottle of Jammy Red Roux. Jammy Red Roux, 12% ABV. Brewed in, not brewed, made in Australia. Disney's the last place. Oh, Disney Plus, I meant the streaming service. Does anyone remember the old video shops? I do, Ross. I pass a video shop. Oh, it's a house now. It's a house. Kids wouldn't even know it was a video shop. We pass it every day on the way to school. It used to be my favourite video shop. Go in, £2. Molly, where's the video shop on the way to school? She says, "What a video shop." Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, because technology is advanced before, without your understanding.
When I take you to school every morning, where was the video shop?
You go past a video shop, there's no such thing anymore.
We don't go past the video shop. It don't exist anymore. I said in my youth, there was a video shop.
You never told me that.
I'll show you next time. Monday morning, I'll take her to school. Oh no, it's Easter, isn't it? 2 weeks' time, I'll forget by then. We'll go past and I would have forgotten all about it, and we'll carry on going past that video shop like it never happened. £20 super chat from Michael Richards. Congratulations to Simon's Trust. Michael Richards, thank you so very much. Thank you very much. Honestly, thank you very much for your support to this channel. I really appreciate it. Boom. Stoner blooming crows. Then they wouldn't know a video shop. Paul Guggen, hi. Oh, Paul Guggen's having a chat with Simon Word. I watch and collect laser discs and watch them on a Sunny 32 CRT TV in the man cave. Good retro fun. Brian Hints. Now, Brian, I've got a perfect answer to that. Now, my auntie, when I was a kid, gave me a record player. And, like, I thought this old wooden box of a record player, I didn't think much of it. And she only got rid of it because nobody wanted records anymore. And I reckon that record player now, if you kept all that record player, would be worth a flipping fortune. When I eventually out there, I paid £45. £45 for a Bang & Olufsen BO Centre 5000 record player, tape player. The digital display still works. 45 quid. I've got a set of big speakers for 12-inch woofers. Not Clarion. Celestian. Has anybody heard the Celestians? I got a set of Celestian. One of the tweeters is broke. I got to fix a tweeter in my Celestian. But I've got a Bang & Olufsen with a wicked built-in amp with Celestian speakers, and it's going to be going out there. And I swear to God, 12-inch drivers on the damn thing. Woof! This is going to be. I'll put a record on, bit of Kings of Leon, something like that. Listen to the crackle as the record goes down. Honestly, Brian, I totally get it. It's just a bit of fun, isn't it? It's just a bit of fun. Wow, we got some super chats coming through. We really have tonight. Roy Bruling, €30 super chat. Simon, a bit of sponsoring for you to come to Amsterdam with the family. Now your wife has to come for sure. Tell her Roy will bring a 10 out of 10 red wine. Stone the Crows. Let's get that up. Hang on a minute. Why isn't that working? Oh, I got to find it. Right. I got to find it. So I got to press. I got to find the comment and then press it. Give me a sec. There's loads of comments. My apologies for missing so many comments. There's Michael Richards' super chat. Roy, I don't want to. There's Roy's, and then we're going to get the next super chat. Travis, 15 Australian dollar super chat. Evening site, you stayed at 5 a.m. this morning instead of 6, as you started. Sorry, on daylight saving. We come off daylight saving on Sunday mornings for next week. The Stone Crow is back at a 4 a.m. start. My goodness me, Trav. My goodness me. Thank you very much for the super chat. Right. As much as I thoroughly thank everybody for their super chats, this channel is not just about reading super chats. I love nothing more than to grab the regular viewers' comments. So we're going to start off with Shane's, and he says, Get your hair cut. Shane says, get your hair cut. I love it. Thank you very much, Shane. Really appreciate it. Celestial speakers are ace. Now, now, Spencer. The Spencer. Can I call you Spencer? Do you mind? You're probably not called Spencer, but can I call you Spencer? My speakers are not new. They're actually called Celestian Ditton. So I've done a little bit of research, and apparently they started off life as a company called Celestian Ditton. So I bought Celestian Dittons, and I only bought them because I thought to myself, I love history. Why should something like that not exist anymore? Because they've changed their name from Celestian Ditton to Celestian. So I bought a set of Celestian Dittons, and they were cheap as chips. Again, cheap as chips, but the sound just mind-blowing. You know, all of this like spatial audio, all this new tech. You just need a big old set of qualities. Go to your antique centre. I challenge you, all of you, tomorrow morning, Sunday, if you've got a bit of spare time, go to your local antique centre, have a look. Old record players, old speakers, and I mean, some of this stuff is quality, old chrome-plated Pioneer record players. They might have gone up a bit in price now because they've seemed to have jumped, but that old quality stuff, it'll last forever. Those chrome-plated Pioneer record players, they will last forever. I went to mine about 3 months ago, and I seen this old Amstrad. It looked mint. Amstrad. It was, what do they used to call it? Like a stack. Amstrad stack system with a chrome front on it. Record. Flipping beautiful. Simon, it's obviously you've got a lot of Bolton fans in the house at the moment. We've got a big day at Wembley on Sunday. I think we deserve a mention. Come on, you Whites, right? Daniel Miller. Come on, Bolton. I remember Daniel White, Sam Allardyce, Premier League, Bolton Wanderers, solid as you like. Solid as you like. Made the European Cup back in the day, whether it's the UEFA or the Cup Winners' Cup, I can't quite remember. But when you thought of Bolton, you thought solid football club, solid team, Reebok Stadium, Sam Allardyce, always top half of the league. It's funny, isn't it? It's funny. How many teams have you thought were solid? Solid team, not going anywhere. Charlton. I remember when Charlton were doing the same thing. Absolutely solid as you like. Stay in the Premier League as long as it existed. Solid, well-run football club. Same as Bolton. Coventry spent like a record time in the top flight. Coventry will probably get back up in the foreseeable future. I think that they got a good young side. Brentford looked like they're going to be there for. They've only been in there 2 seasons or 1.5 seasons, but Brentford looked like they could be a Premier League team for the next 20 years, don't they? The way they've set up, the way they got a young manager, hungry manager, new stadium, youth development going on. There's there's a lot of good stuff going on in British football. But yeah, going back to Bolton, yeah, totally. Bolton Wanderers, they were solid. They were solid back in the day. I'm aware when I put music on, it's sometimes like Iron Maiden or Sabbath. Can't beat the devil's music. Well, Christine, can't fault it. Vinyl is back. Bowie, ACDC, the way it's meant to be. Listen to. Oh, Man United, absolutely Man United. Yeah, totally. The kitchen fitter. Hi, Simon. Why happened to Surya? I was holding out for an old fashioned. Well, nothing's over till it's over. So I started doing what I was doing in the garden. Really busy. Trying to get things done. And yeah, I should do another cocktail video tonight. It kind of it's stuck with some people. Some people liked the cocktail videos. Some people didn't. I really like Soraya. She's a lovely friend of mine. But what was happening was, like the wonderful world of the YouTube comments. She was reading through all the comments, and there was a little bit of negativity, and because she wasn't used to it, because she wasn't like, I live it on a day-to-day basis. I live this life on a day-to-day basis, and I get all sorts of comments coming my way. And when you're running a business, a cocktail bar, and then you have a look at the comments thinking, oh, we're doing a good thing. We're doing a good thing. We're showing off cocktails to the world. And then you see like loads of negativity. I felt like stopping it. I was protecting her. I was protecting her from like the negativity that was there. It wasn't much. It wasn't like a load of negativity, but there was a little bit of negativity there. And so when I used to go to the bar, we talk about it for about 20 minutes long. And my response always to Soraya was, honestly, you just got to let it go. You just got to let it. And it takes, I suppose what I'm trying to say here is I've been doing this 13 years. 13 years. And I've had my fair share of comments come my way. And you learn to, let it go. But if you're turning up to someone else's bar where they're reading the comments, and the comments sometimes are not that great, then I just felt like I wanted to protect her from the little bit of negativity that was coming her way. If she says, what's a video shop? She's too young for you. No, that's my daughter. The Spencer Rams, $4.99. Love how you support your locals, and it's not about the super chat. I'm thrilled to be here tonight as a newbie. Just want to support. Oh, Spencer Rams. What have I done here now? Simon, those are Plymouth fans in the house. Oh, there we are. I was just giving you a shout out by accident. Well done, John. There we go. I haven't had a comment from Big Kev for what I have, but let me read out Big Kev's. Ritz was my local video shop. I was a youngster with my dad visiting. I went straight to the section that had those confessions of a window cleaner. Yeah. My dad was in the Moiser. Yes, absolutely, yeah. Simon Woods. I used to have Celestian Ditton speakers. Look good and sounded good. Yes, I bought an old set, Simon Wood, of Celestian Dittons. Yes. Neil Warnock's come in. Right. I want to find this. Here we are. Spencer Rams. There we are. Right. Of course. And this is the other side of the thing. Do you know, it's so what's the word here? I'm reading the last bit of the comment. Just want to support. Of course, I totally understand. I totally understand. You are supporting. I love it. What happened was that we had a few super chats in a row, which I totally thank you guys for. I really do. But how can I word this without the Stone Crow? Yeah, I'm just going to say it, and then we'll work it out between us. The Stone Crow Virtual Pub isn't. I don't start the live stream, and I don't go right. Here we go. We're going live. It's not about that. It's the trouble is, the moment you say, "Oh, there's a good few super chats coming in," I appreciate you guys, the Spencer Arms, paying this £4.99 super chat to say that you just wanted to support us. I totally understand, and I totally want to thank you for it. And this is where it sounds disingenuous, I suppose, doesn't it? But it doesn't mean to be disingenuous. It doesn't mean for me to be disingenuous. But it's not just about the super chats. And even saying that, it sounds disingenuous, doesn't it? It sounds like I'm going, don't want your money. It's not about that either. I tell you what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to get a balance. I'm trying to get a balance between my fantastic, loyal Spitfire Callums, Christine, Simon Woods, Big Kevs, Michael Richards, who else have we got? Your Paul and Natalie, your Yorkshire Peacocks, your Johns, Roy Bruling, Darren, Michael, Spitfire, Steve, Mac, Ross, Dave, Chris Bradish. I'm trying to create a balance. I suppose what I'm trying to say here is you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Cheers, everyone. Cheers, everybody. Quarter to 9. I'm loving tonight. Tonight has been just wonderful. Can I ask some of my regular viewers, because I'm on StreamYard these days, because YouTube messed up the YouTube app, I don't get to see the likes anymore. How many likes do we currently have? I'll scroll right down to the bottom. So we got the latest comments. €1, $1.99 super chat saying Stone the Crows. Right, Big Kev, 210. Here he is, Big Kev, on the screen. Right. Ross, Jonathan said 210, and then Ross at 258. Right. I've not asked all night. Can we do 300 likes? 300 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Hit the like button down below. Come on, everybody. Hit the like button down below. Let's get it. And what I would like is for some of my wonderful regulars, I won't embarrass Big Kev anymore. I'll take his comment off. Can we count it down? Because some of my regulars give me an idea over the next few minutes as to where we are with the likes. Someone said about a Mega Drive somewhere. Matt Williams. I loved my local video shop. Used to rent Mega Drive games for the weekend. Michael Richards says, smash the like button. It's right to call out the super chat, says Yorkshire Peacock first. You do a great job, though, at trying to give all comments fair time. Yorkshire Peacock, that's what I was trying to blooming say. I'm going to read out your comments, and all the people who super chatted, thank you very much, and all the people who've just chatted, thank you very much. I'm going to read out your comment because you're saying what exactly I wanted to say 5 minutes ago. It's your right to call out the super chats first. You do a great job, though, at trying to give all comments fair play. Yorkshire Peacock, yes, absolutely. Thank you very much for Phil Jones, 222. Come on, we want 300 likes. 300 likes in the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Williamson got 232. Tommy Gabriel, 231. Come on, we want 300 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Sorry, I'm late. Been celebrating my birthday with family. My birthday was yesterday, but celebrated today. He's 24, not far off 30. Hey, Connor. Now, Tommy said we got 65 to go. I'm going to use Tommy as an example. Tommy, and I'm going to use this on myself as well, and anybody else who's in their 40s or 50s or 60s. Connor said he's celebrating his 24th and he hasn't got far to go till 30. You ask any one of us, Tommy, me, all of the older people watching tonight, if you could go back to 24, snap your hands off. Snap your hands off absolutely all day long. And those 6 years between 24 and 30 are your absolute prime years. They are your absolutely prime years where you don't have to wake up and need a coffee in the morning. You don't have to wake up and maybe go, oh, my back's hurting a little bit, I need to stretch out. Or you need to get up 4 times for a wee in the night. Or all of the other things that come when you hit your 40s, 43 to whatever age. You know, coughing and going to the doctors about stuff. You never, you used to think you were invincible. When you were a youngster, you used to think you were absolutely invincible. You were absolutely unstoppable. Well, Connor Jackson, this is your time right now. It will fly by. It will fly by. Take every single moment of that time between 24 and 30, because you'll look back one day. And you go, that bloody bloke was right years ago on YouTube. These are your absolute prime years of your life. People used to tell me that when I was your age, and it just used to go, psh, never used to listen that much. You don't. There's a tendency. But if you've got the means to travel the world, see the sights and all that wonderful blooming stuff, Connor, go and do it. Go and do it right now. Go and do it right now. I'm coming to the other side. My kids are about to do GCSEs. All that kind of A-level kind of stuff. Uni, off they pop. And I plan on going, I'm going to travel the world. I've been there for 20 odd years of your life. I'm going to spend a year of my life traveling the world, and I'll see you in a year's time. You're old enough to look after yourselves now. I've dedicated all that time to you. I'm not gaining any other time. My time's dwindling away. I want to travel the world. I want to see as much of this world as possible. I really do. In this small window. Small windows, man. Small windows. Brian's 53 and he's feeling acting like he's 24. Well, lucky you, Brian. I can't even remember. Well, yeah, Tim. Hello, Tim. How are you doing? Right, Darkvale Brewer. See that comment there from Darkvale Brewer? Well, I was in school with Darkvale Brewer. He's either 44 or 43. Same year as me in school. We used to hang out. We used to play football. We used to have fun. And I was in Home Bargains. And I seen him. I was like, hey, man, how's it going? And he had a Craft Republic jumper on. And I was like, oh, right, he likes craft beer. And then, of course, he told me comments on my YouTube channel as Darkville Brewer. I get so many comments on YouTube. I get so many that I see them. I see them all. I see a lot of the new comments from my new videos. I don't see the old stuff. But anyway, I was like, Tim, how's it going? You know, they chatted and just fabulous. Fabulous. But I hadn't seen Tim since I was 16. 16 years old. And it's funny, isn't it? Because I probably looked a shit ton older than him when he was in school, and he looked the same. He looked like he just left school, and it's amazing that how fast time goes by, and everybody can vouch. Everybody who's like my age, or if you could take 24 again, that 24 to 30, that prime time of your life where your skin's looking perfect and wonderful, absolutely wonderful. You take that all over again. You do a lot of different stuff as well, wouldn't you? Yorkshire Peacock's 38, still feels 21. David Martinez 35. Lots of people giving their age out here. I'm 53, feel like 40, acting like 18. Well, Brian, yeah, I mean, lifetime is a blink. Yeah, absolutely. MD-M1 is 18. Oh, my goodness me. I would absolutely snap your hands off for that. Kenny Dalton-Leash is Coolmans. Sorry. I'm 39. My mind is still 24. My body is the other hand. Well, yeah. The other mad thing is I'm 100 times healthier now at 37 than I was at 27. Stronger. I can run further. I can cycle longer. As when I was 27. I was on. Oh, Christine, I see. I totally get it. Well done you, Christine. Well done you for, where you are now in life. Well done. Robbie, at 20 past the hour, 20 past here. In the US, 20 past 4 in the afternoon. Opening a New England Hazy IPA after work. Robbie Evans. I hope the sun's shining for you too, mate. Big Kev, if I could sum up the time from the age 30 to 40 in one word, it would be back pain. I've only had it the last 3 years, Big Kev. Last 3 years where I'm like, flipping heck, cod liver oil tablets now. Cod liver oil tablets. But I think it's all that, all that soil, I think that's what's done me. But I'll get back on the horse. I'll get fit again. I've never really been unfit. Simon, it must be all the night shifts, but I feel old. I'm broken at 27. Chris B. Have a week off, mate. I'll sort you out. Fishing with Tubbs and Baldy. Evening all. First time here. Hello. I'm going to call you Fishing. How you doing, Fishing? Love fishing, says Tommy. Can't fault it. No, but 40 was living the greatest years of my life in Poland. Then the best job into my late 40s. Said, don't marry, don't have kids, and have ambition. You act on. Neil Smith. So, Neil Smith, I have got married and I have had children, but I'm determined, to when they go to uni and when they do their stuff, they start their own lives. I know it's expensive for the youngsters though, isn't it? So that might be a sticking point. But I fully want to kind of just go, literally flipping anything goes type of thing. Anything goes. Thailand, all of it, Thailand, or absolutely whatever anyone wants to do. Like, you know, let's have a go, let's have a bit of fun, you know. 24, 30 is only 6 summers. Make everyone count. Yeah, totally. Once I passed 40, I had to forget how old I was. Yeah, exactly. Someone asks how old you are, and you go, oh, 1979, 1980, 1981, 1982, 1983. And you start counting, and you're like, 2001, 2002. Oh, I'm 43 years old. There we go. I'm 43. I just counted it all back in my head. What's everyone drinking tonight? To feel young, work out, laugh a lot, play games, drink a pint, laugh some more. Absolutely, Brian. Totally understand. And Tim's 44. There we go. I got to go for a pee. It was a pleasure to catch up. It really was. Yeah, in B&M Bargains the other day. I'm 58 today and work more grass than most people will in a lifetime. Robbie Evans. I got to go for a wee. And I'm going to crack open another pint when I get back. Right, I'm back. I'm going to go to the latest comments, if you don't mind. I'm going to go to the very latest comments, and that is by Solo. And he says, the Spencer Arms, he's having a chat. Having a chat with the Spencer Arms. Ross, it says, it's true that time flies when you're having fun. Cheers, everyone. Oh, we have fun. I started the YouTube channel. I was 30. I was 30 years old when I started my YouTube channel. And you have a look at the young me there reviewing beer on YouTube. And I used to work out a lot. Completely have a look. What's the one of the like thirsty fat? I think I'm sat out here. This was an outside area, so I'm sat out here on a chair, like just enjoying a beer. Out garden. This was garden, no conservatory type of thing. I mean, that's the garden wall anyway. The conservatory roof is just on the garden. It's a very basic, very, very, very basic conservatory at the very least. It's only got a glass roof anyway. That's a blooming block-on flat wall over there. But yeah, I'm sat like down there. Yeah, he is. Fridays are Imperial Stout Day, just to chill. Rooney, I found, because it went to the back of my cupboard, your Imperial Stout, and I reviewed it last week. It's coming to the channel soon, but Lisa Fjorden Imperial Stout is coming soon to the channel. I reviewed it. Up something. OPP. Opstat Imperial Stout, I think it's called. I can't remember now. I reviewed it last week. My dad once built a super cheap conservatory made of plastic law. It cost £100 and was a DIY job. Proper rubbish it was. Well, I mean, the thing is, as long as you're dry, you're all right. And I think I got this very same. It's not gonna be expensive. This bunker thing I'm talking about. Like if I ever get round to it, it's gonna be like DIY mad. I know how to space a load. And that's, I bet it's a bit scary, isn't it, really? Spacing out loads. That's the biggest thing. Roof spans. Making sure the wind don't catch it. Blow it off like a big sail. That's your biggest kind of job. Roofs don't get blown off. Roofs get sucked off. Blimey heck, that sounded disgusting. They do. It's like somehow they get kind of pulled and blown off. Oh, it's getting worse, isn't it? It's getting worse in my disgusting mind. Roofs get blown off, yeah. When Simon tasted the last World's Strongest Beer, that was a funny video. The look on his face. Oh, at 65%. Greetings from Sweden. Oh, God. Greetings from Sweden, Simon. Drinking Cruisefish decent Czech lager. I'm having it now. Rooney, next week. I'll post it next week. Orange label. It's like 2 years aged. 2 years aged in a bottle. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. After a few beers, I am focused on that basket full of crisps. I see bacon crunchies picking out the top. My God, it was add them selected to it. It's a big old package. I mean, look at this. Look at this, huh? That's a proper basket full, isn't it? I'm going to review. I'm going to review all of these crisps on the channel. It's like a pub, innit? Crisps, beer. I just need some scampi fries. Man, Chris, says Michael Richards. Right, beer time. Let's stop messing about. Beer time. Here we go. You know, I feel really lucky. Every time I pour a Weiss beer, I feel very, very lucky. Like I'm a very lucky person, you know. I love Weiss, and it's when I would love if I go back to Lysefjorden with Rooney in Norway. I would love to brew a Weiss beer with Rooney. Nothing better than to produce a. So I produce beer with Lisa Fjorden Microbrewery. And I would love to produce a Weiss beer with Rooney. I think it would be one of the most superb Weiss beers in the world, because Rooney in Norway, whenever he brews a beer, he knows how to produce them. He just makes the beer fantastic. Oh, Christine, that's terrible. Australia's largest bank. Is that real? Wow. Vincent, Simon, can you get back into Perfect Draft Reviews? It's why a lot of us are here. Vincent, I mean, somebody mentioned earlier that there was a chocolate, Magic Rock chocolate orange stout. I'll find a keg if I can somewhere. Simon Martin for Prime Minister. I want to say a massive thank you to Simon Martin for Prime Minister. He comments an awful lot on my channel. He watches a lot. He supports us a lot. I just want to say thank you very much for supporting us and we get so many comments. Thank you. I appreciate the comments. I really do. And Simon Martin for Prime Minister is just in the pub. How the bloody hell are you? I'm all right, mate. All right. The Verve, Lucky Man. What a tune. Ross, enjoy. So I left the shelves of beer empty after buying all the snacks. Oh, I love going in. I love going in with a basket and just having a little scope about, have a little look. I love it. Love it. Absolutely love it. Good beer side, having the same cool bottle. Ken Hogg, enjoy. Michael Richards, Simon Martin for Prime Minister in this. Welcome back. Oh, yeah, welcome back. Cod Chops, hello, Cod Chops, how you doing? You have missed lots of Perfect Draft kegs. Camden Pale, Magic Orange, Crack Blonde, Crack Rouge, De Kirsch, Leffe Ritual, Leffe Spring. There are many more. You have reviewed a few of these in bottles, though. Cod Chops, yeah. Whoa, it's a tough conversation, this, but I'm willing to have it. Right. Let's have this conversation. An average beer review I'll do a couple of quid. An average beer review I'll do a couple of quid on adverts. And this is just me doing this, being perfectly honest with you guys. A beer review will do me a couple of quid. A Perfect Draft review will be viewed far higher. It will. It might do me 10, 20 quid in adverts. Revenue from the adverts. Some of these kegs, some of your Cracks, some of your Magic Rocks, they're 40 quid. They're 40 quid. And there's a point where you go, is this keg going to be like a blast off moment for the channel? And a lot of the time, I'll be honest with you now, Cod, and this is just me standing here being 100% honest. I'll go through some of these kegs. Camden Pale. It's not going to be a rocket ship for the channel. Magic Rock Orange, Chocolate Orange. Could be a relative success. Crack Blonde. Not really. Crack Rouge. Not really. De Kirsch. I think that's a lager. Could do okay. Leffe Ritual. very specialized beer, only going to be released in Belgium. In terms of the amount of people who speak English in Belgium, they speak French. Tough one again. Leffy Spring, only available in spring, not available in summer, autumn, or winter. So that video is only going to be viewed 3 months of the year. This is how my brain works. Sorry if this is how I process which beers go on the channel today, tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe in 2 weeks' time, maybe on a Sunday when no one's really looking, maybe a Monday morning where everyone's hungover from the weekend. And it's probably the toughest day of the week, Monday morning, trying to find people to come in and watch something after they've had a weekend on the old booze. You know, it's a tough thing. People have had enough of it. People are like, oh, Monday. Tuesday, surprising how many people, after one day off the booze on a Monday, Tuesday's not a bad day. Wednesday's a better day. Thursday's a much better day. Friday's like prime time viewing on the channel. If we have something outrageous on the channel, always release it on a Friday. Magic Rock Pale Ale today, Lidl, £1.79 a can. Absolutely ideal Friday content to release on the channel. And it's just, that's, my mind always works in, right, what day of the week are we in? Where are we? What are we doing? What are people doing? Is it kind of Tuesday morning? Are people slightly bored? Do they want to see a cooked breakfast? Do they want to see a cheese toasty, a cooked breakfast, a Rustler's review? That sort of thing. Constantly thinking. Where, what, how, why, who, when. Is that kind of... Anyway, you know where I'm coming from. JJ, I'm drinking a Vice beer. The Spencer Arms on my 5th pint of Leicester Old Original. I'm a bit wobbly. Hey, enjoy, Spencer Arms. You enjoy. Oh, Rooney. Yes! We're going to do a wheat beer. We are going to do a wheat beer with Rooney. We'll get some glasses. We'll get some long glasses for the wheat beer to go in, Rooney. There's also a Dark Arts Cereal Stout for the Serb 6%. That's on the channel. I've done Dark Arts. That Franciscana is gorgeous on the Perfect Drive. It really is, Vincent. It really is. Just seen the Magic Rock review. Great review. Looking forward to picking one up. Cheers, Stephen. What's everyone's plans for the weekend? Getting over the hangover, says Bit by Callum. Simon, do you have a favourite city to go to for a beer? I quite like Cardiff because it's like 15 minutes away. Michael Richards says people forget the cost of a keg. I know it has to play into, like, if I bought kegs every week, it would be like, it's and then you got to drink it, and then it's like, I review every day. Apart from a Saturday and Sunday. I don't review Saturday and Sunday. I'm not saying I don't drink, but I don't review Saturday and Sunday. If I buy a 5-litre keg, I'm like, you can hear that, it's making that noise, isn't it? It's like, come to me, baby. Come to me, baby. It's like, you're like, hey, where's the pint glass? Where's the pint? I can hear the beer machine making a noise. Hello, Jane Irwin. How are you doing, Jane Irwin? How are you doing? Do them drafts actually taste massively different. Never tried one myself. JJ is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Never tried a beer pint myself, so I have no point of comparison. Brian's on talking about potato chips, crisps, French fries. Oh yeah, that big old thing of what are they called? Eh? What are they called? It's probably more dream than potential reality, but we live in hope. Never tried a pub pint. JJ, go and try a pub pint, JJ. Go and try one. Bit too drunk, it seems. What, to go and try a pub pint? Go and get one. Go and get one. 31 days, first beer, and I must say, I love it even more. Soul, absolutely. Right, I'm going to go to the bottom. What's the key for brewing the greatest voice? We got a super chat somewhere. 36 Hound Dog! 36 Hound Dog says, it's that time again. 1, 2, 2, 2.5, 3. Stole the crows! All the best, brother. 36 Hound Dog, thank you so very much for the super chat. We're going to find it. We're going to stick it on the screen. There you go. There you go. 36 Hound Dog, thank you so very much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. It's been a good night. It's been a really, really good night. It really has. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's one of those nights where you look at the clock and it's 9:20 and you're like, blooming. Like, where did the time go? We got 250 people watching. We've been live for 2 hours and 20 minutes. And I tell you what, it feels like half an hour. It feels like half an hour. We have some fantastic nights at the Stone Crow. We really do. And call this, well, it's the witching hour. Let me move on from this. Thanks for the super chat, 36 Hound Dog. Really appreciate it. There we go. Really appreciate it. It is the witching hour. Please don't record on your screens. Please don't send WhatsApp to one another about my behaviour. It is the witching hour. I'm allowed to do what I want. I've been drinking for 3 hours, so 2 or 3 hours. So it's the witching hour. It's the hour where we get to do what we want. But I just want to say, in a slightly emotional state that I feel I'm now in, I want to say thank you. I really do to the 251 people in at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. I want to say thank you very much to your continued support, your love, your comments, the private messages that I've had, the phone calls. It's been wonderful. It's been absolutely wonderful. Brilliant. Thank you. Tonight's been great. Tonight's been a far greater night than last week. I felt like when I woke up Saturday, I'll be perfectly honest with you. When I woke up Saturday morning, I felt like I failed a lot of you. And I felt like I failed a lot of you last week because I think I focused on a subject that I probably shouldn't have focused on as long as I focused on it. If you're regulars, you'll all know I'm not gonna go into it too much, but if you're regulars of the channel, then you'll understand where I'm coming from. I probably focused a bit too much time on what was going on last week. I probably didn't focus enough of my attention on you guys last week. And so Saturday morning, for the first hour or two of the morning, I kind of felt like I failed you guys a little bit. So I've had all week. I've had all week to think about tonight's live stream, and tonight's live stream has gone fantastically well. First and foremost, fantastically well. Thank you all so very much. And I wanted it to be positive. I wanted tonight's live stream to be as positive and have fun and have a laugh. And we've done it, man. We've flipping done it. And I'm absolutely proud of you. I'm absolutely proud of you lot for keeping things positive, speaking how we normally speak, having a laugh, having a bit of fun. It's a virtual pub. It's a virtual pub. You can drink what you want here. It's a pub. You can eat here, whatever you want here. It's a pub. We'll have some fun. I'll drink some beer. It's been a fantastic stream. We still got over half an hour to go. Feels like I'm saying goodbye. I'm not saying goodbye yet. We still got half an hour to go. But I just wanted to just like, compared to last week, what a positive stream we're having tonight. Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows. Oh, yes. Ken Hogg, no dress code. Yeah, absolutely. No dress code. Yeah, absolutely. Elbow. Christine, yeah. What's happening with Garden? Any closer to the... Well, Danny Boy, we'll get there. Stone the Crows. We'll get there. There will be future videos. There will be future videos when everything's up and running. When everything's kind of like where we want it to be, we will be... There's going to be some fantastic video. When we're ready to go again, we will make some fantastic video. Mark, I want to address this. Mark has asked, when am I treating you guys to a seriously spicy video? Right. We've been sent from the Netherlands some Carolina, air-dried Carolina Reapers. And I want to address this, slightly inebriated. I do apologize, but I want to address this because I've done my flipping guts in, haven't I? I've done my indigestion and my flappy thing. What's the flappy thing called? Silent reflux. So there's a valve. I don't know where the damn thing is. There's a valve there. Opens and shuts. It opens to let things in. It then shuts down again. Very clever thing. Well, mine's kind of like on a jar. Mine doesn't close down anymore. It's like, and it's probably to do with all of the stuff I've been eating over the years. So my flappy flap's not flapping down as much as it should. And what's happening is letting all the acid back out into my throat, and it's causing me to have this like horrible cough. It's called silent reflux. And I'm a bit annoyed because I've accepted really hot... I need an MOT! I've accepted like really hot foods from the Netherlands, and I thank the sender so much. Ron, I thank Ron for Roy. Sorry, Ron. Roy. I thank Roy for sending me the stuff. I really do. but I can't get round to it yet. I can't get round to the damn stuff because I need a flipping full service and an MOT and a frozen frog roll. Yeah, but I've eaten a Carolina Reaper. If you want to see me eat a Carolina Reaper, go onto YouTube, put in Real Ale Carolina Reaper, and you'll see me. I get the whole thing. I'm like, Rah! Just swallow the damn thing down. I used to do some crazy stuff. Travis, we are looking like an overcast, drizzly day today in Melbourne for F1 qualifying. The race day sunny is looking 25. Oh, I reckon I could do. I reckon that track in Melbourne. Oh, I reckon I'd smash that track. I'd be like a flipping V12. Trav, remember the V12 video you sent me the other day? Stick me in a V12 Ferrari F1 car. Oh, love it. That Les that opens is due to being an alkaline, and that Les closes when the acidity level in the stomach is high enough. In short, you need to take apple cider vinegar, cod chops. Ah, right. So it's not jammed open then. The damn thing's not jammed open. I need some advice, really, don't I, on the old jammy openness. The craft beer model looks to have really changed in terms of beer made. Oh, yeah. I did see my friend is back in. My friend Mark. Where did his comment go? Let's go all the way back. I can't see him now. Mark's in anyway. Craft beer. Hello, Mark. How you doing, mate? Roy, there he is. I got Roy. €2 super chat. Let's put him on. Let's get him on. Simon, put an air dry Reaper in a curry. Happy days. I will. You know, my old friend Rocky Balboa. My old friend Rocky Balboa said, what did he say? It's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit, but keep moving forward. Life ain't no sunshine and rainbows. Ha ha! Let's get these damn things open. Life ain't all sunshine and rainbows. Vince at the door! It'll be the end of the stream, won't it? It really will. It'll be like the flipping end of the stream if I do this. Oh, look at the damn thing. They look menacing, don't they? They look flipping down. They look menacing. I tell you what, let me rip it open. Let me rip it open first. Oh, flipping heck. Tell you what I'll do. I'll lick the seeds. Flipping jeez! Oh, oh, oh. Jeez, nah, flipping. Wow, 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 wow. Does it smell of fleshy blood orange? Oh my God, it hits the tip of your tongue. It hits the tip of your tongue. Honestly. It hits it. It's like a flipping, like, it's like, do you know when, you like hold on to a hot cup of tea, boil the kettle, you want to get your coffee down you in the morning, don't you? And you go, ooh, you know when you like your coffee cup's hot and you're like, whoa, you might touch your elbow on the kettle or a static shock. You touch the side of the car on a hot day and you're like, whoa. Very, very, very similar thing here. Literally, you touch the seed on your tongue and it's like, no. Anyway, my dog, because I used to get sent a lot of stuff, Carolina Reaper stuff. My dog can smell this stuff from a mile away. If I opened that door there and went with the dog, he would flip and run up the stairs. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. The dog would run up the stairs. Here we go. You don't want to see my hairy tongue, do you? Oh, it's like fire! Literally like fire. Flipping. Ooh. I've eaten one of these. I have. Look at my face. Look at my blimmin' face going now. I've eaten a fresh, not dried. I've eaten a blimmin' fresh one of these. I am going to put it down. If you don't mind, I'm going to put it down. Oh, flipping heck. I might stick it. I might send it up to my friend. I'll give one to my friend Steve. Flipping heck. Honestly, even just touching that on your tongue, it's almost like it's almost addictive. It's almost addictive. It's almost like you want to carry on. Like it really is like fire, like ah. Like it's bonkers. Absolutely like the tip of my tongue is literally every time I dab it on, it's like you're dabbing your tongue in fire. It really is. Oh. Flipping heck. Oh, I need some beer. I need some flipping beer. Oh, look at my eye. Wrong one. Look at my eye. That's happened since I put the Carolina Reaper in my mouth. Look at that. It's like my blood pressure's like the old blood pressure. Like look at that. That's after the Carolina Reaper. That is after the Carolina Reaper. That is proper like. dabbing down the tongue. Literally done that to my face. Red mark under my face from dabbing a Carolina Reaper on my tongue. Chew, chew, swallow, as they say to us. Simon. Oh, Simon's face. I can't go anywhere near that comment. Neil Long, hello, mate. Keep going on. Watch those. Yeah, you watch the old flappy flap flap. Neil Long. Actually, Neil Long. I was on the phone today and we spoke at length about none other than Neil Long. I hope your ears were burning, my friend. So, Mark phoned me, Mark Drury, Craft Beer Hub. Phoned me this morning, asked how I was. We talked about Malta. He was in Malta. Oh, flipping it. My tongue's on fire. We talked about Malta. And apparently, Neil Long, sorry for gasping, I've been dabbing a Carolina Reaper on my tongue. Lost my track of thought now. Apparently, Neil Long spoke to Mark Drury and he offered him advice on where to go to eat and where to drink in Malta. And apparently, Mark Drury took Neil Long's advice, ate at the restaurants and drank at the places, and apparently they were mind-blowing. They were mind-blowingly good. So today, thank you very much for the £5 super chat, Neil Long. We had a 5-minute conversation about none other than Neil Long. Cheers, mate. They're horrible things, Carolina Reapers, isn't they? They are horrible, horrible things. The heat of the chili pushing the fire on the mouth. Really, the beer. Now, of course I know, beer, it aggravates it. So it's like aggravate. You think, a little bit of not chill out time, little respite, little bit of respite from the heat, and then it's like fires up even worse. Look at that, fires up even worse. Lovely head and lace on that Carolina Reaper. Look at the spice as you rock it back and forth between your fingers. Spice rolling up the side of your fingers there. Oh, brilliant. I thought you were a top lip sweater, Simon. I ate a spicy pizza recently and my ears went super hot. First time experience. Oh, don't go anywhere near. So, Big Kev. I mean, I'm at the stage now. I love a bit of spice now, Big Kev. If I go to a curry house, I'll ask the curry house, what's the hottest curry they got? I'll say, what is the hottest curry you've got on the menu? And I'll order it. I'm at that stage now. So, you know, like when I talk about IBUs, some beers are like 100 IBUs. They're really bitter. I love bitter beer. It's a very similar thing with this type of stuff. You build and you build and you build, and then you're stupid and you build, and then you carry on building, and then your flappy flap starts flapping about like and then you end up doing crazy things like this, dabbing the damn thing on your tongue. It's wild. It's flipping wild. It's endorphins, though. The endorphins, it feels like a workout. you feel lightheaded. It's really weird. You feel lightheaded and you feel like it's a chemical. I don't know. Can anybody explain endorphins? So when you eat a really hot chili like this, a Carolina Reaper, or you dab it on your tongue like I'm doing now, it releases endorphins in your mind, and it makes you like almost like you're like woohoo, like a natural, like nature's way of, making you enjoy the sunshine and that sort of kind of like happy days life. But it's not a nice looking thing, is it? But I want to carry on dabbing it on my tongue. Really weird. Not the pips. Don't swallow a flipping pip. I'll be up all night. That thing goes down your gravitational indigestion system. You swallow one of those pips, you'll be in for one of those roly-poly nights where you're rolling around in bed and you're like, whoa, I can't sleep tonight. But dabbing this damn thing on your tongue, it's almost addictive. It's almost like, yeah, I'm loving this. Anyway, new comments. Where are we? Spoonful of sugar, get rid of the pain. Sugar and sweet. Sweet stuff takes it away, but not sure about a Reaper though. Come on, eat it up. I can't. The trouble is, it's too late in the night. If I ate something like that this time of night, flipping egg, I'll be just like, it burns forks. It makes forks plastic. You see me eating the Reaper hot dog. It'll burn your fork. Like Carolina, Spanish weather lady from the fast show, Scorchio. Is the Carolina Reaper the cousin of the hop and stinging nettle on the Darwin tree of life? Rickster. I got the top lip. Can you see? Top lip sweating. I'm not sure if you can see the simmer. The top lip is definitely sweating. Dabbing it away. Ryan is opening another Ghost in the Machine from Parish Brewing. Hello, Paul. How you doing, mate? How you doing? Paul's beer reviews. Evening, Simon. Evening, everyone in the chat. Spitfire Callum's having a chat with Christine. Hi, Simon. Can you make your one chili beer using it as a tea bag up and down? Oh, cyberspace. I could do, couldn't I? I could dip a Carolina Reaper in a beer. Burping now. Now, I've eaten a whole Carolina Reaper. It's on the channel if you want to see it. But it upset me for 24 hours after. A full 24 hours. I felt the damn thing go all the way through my body and out the back end. I know by cracking open that Carolina Reaper and dabbing it on my tongue, I know that's enough. My lips are burning. My tongue is on fire. But burping, even burping, I just burped. There's an element of pain there. There's like, you're burping back. What have I dabbed? Like, what did I do then? Well, 20 dabs? 20, sounds terrible, doesn't it? 20 dabs of a Carolina Reaper on my tongue. And already I'm burping back on the fire of this damn thing. It's like painful to burp. Size a hole ain't going to be doing 10. What? Size a hole is going to be doing 10. The lesson tomorrow, yeah. Block the perception of pain, increase feelings of well-being. Yeah. 3 more likes. What? 3 more likes at 200 likes. Is that where we are tonight? Oh. Do you know, the worst thing about it is it won't go away. You're like, oh, I'll have a mouthful of beer. I'll cool it down with a mouthful of beer. And then you'll have a mouthful of beer and you're like, here it comes again. Here it comes. And it's like flipping all on your lips. I was dabbing it on my tongue. Whether I licked my lips, maybe. Flipping Nora. It's really... So I'm not out of breath. I'm almost out of breath, but I'm like, Pat's big out. Oh, it is one of them. The burps are nasty. Oh, the burps are nasty. Pat's Beer Garage is having a 16% lager. You can even hear it. You start to produce a lot of saliva. You overproduce saliva, like everything starts going into overdrive. Your eyes water a little bit. The look at that. Looks like a shiner, doesn't it? Looks like someone's punched me. Look at that. That's from the Carolina Reaper. Flipping Nora. You may as well just eat it now. You lick it. I wish I didn't now, Dagmar. Tim, I wish I didn't, Tim. I wish I didn't bloody bother flipping through my head in. Endorphins releasing the pain inside the mouth. Guinness. Right, I'm going to go down to the comments now. The recent comments. So we got Spencer. Mate, I've had a fab time tonight. No one has kept a situation locked on pub going like you have. Love it. Yay, Spencer Arms. Thank you. 304 likes. 304 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. And sounds like fire. It really is. It really is. My Pob, remember Pob? Who's old enough to remember Pob? You promised to reattempt the spice and easy access. Oh, I tell you what. Big Kev, I tell you what. That curry was nuts. I had one mouthful of that curry and I was like, no. It was nuts. Tim says he's burping fire. Dean Mullen, make sure you got the quilted toilet tissue. Yeah, absolutely. And Ken Hogg says, make sure you wash hands before going to a pee. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I tell you what I should do as well, because they're not babies anymore. They're not going to come out here and go, oh, what's that? You're not going to do that, are they? But I better put these in the bin, haven't I? Otherwise, I'll put them on the top shelf of my unit for now. It's been a wonderful night. It really has. Pob was ugly. Big ears, ketchup squirter. Yeah, right. Horrible thing, wasn't it? Yeah. You need a milk stout. Tim Link, yeah, I do. Christ. Are you familiar with any of the Italian craft scene? Michael Knight, if you put in Italian craft beer into YouTube, you'll see plenty of my videos. Plenty. Birrificio, Docamato, Birra del Borgo, fabulous brewer I'm trying to think of, but I can't think of it. Birra Italiano I like. I reviewed some beer years ago, big vase-like bottles, IPAs, double IPAs, sat in a field next to a lake. I had the most amazing time. I loved it. Can't remember the name of the brewery. Birrificio Docamato, I think they're called Docamato. Wonderful beers. I love the Italian craft beer scene. I had a beer called it was like a Space Invader IPA. Fantastic. Big Kev. I better go then, hadn't I? The hoodie strings are not straight. Lewis says cracking night. Spitfire Callum says good accent, mate. Shvet, good. Where did he go? Shvet. Good evening, Simon, and good evening, everyone, especially Simon. Viva l'Italia. Hello, Shvet. How you doing, mate? Yeah, Steve, wash the dogs with the peppers. I'll put them up on the top. If them dogs get hold of them, flipping heck. Tonight's shows, you have plenty of support, whatever. Yeah, Michael Richards, read it. Thank you very much. Didn't finish the comment, but honestly, appreciate it. Thank you so very much. On that note, I think I'll read Ross because Nicholas, are you going to... Nicholas Sheevan, again, I'm going to call it a night. I read your comment, Nicholas. Thank you for your support. But I'm going to call it a night. Thank you so very much for watching. Mark, William, Spencer Arms, all of the wonderful super chats, Big Kev, all of you wonderful people. Thank you. Shvet, Christine, Cod Chops, thank you. I'm going for a glass of milk to wash out this chilly mouth that I have. Stone the crows. I love you guys. I really do. See you again. See you next Friday.